Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your week ahead reading. I hope everyone is well and of course safe wherever you are in the world. And if you're new to Soul Limbers, hello, my name is Andrea. I hope you find this reading helpful today. And of course a massive thank you to everybody that tunes in, brings their beautiful energy, love and support to the channel. So today's reading for the week ahead, we'll be looking at what you might be experiencing, what you might be feeling. We'll be looking at the red flags that you should steer clear of if the message resonates, of course, and what energy you really need to embrace for your greatest good. It could also apply to really any area of your life: love, career, finance, personal development, spiritual. If the message does resonate, you'll know which area of your life it's most predominant in, right? So, Sagittarius, how are the Saggies going? Oh, and guys, I'm using, for this lot of readings, I've been using the Egyptian Prophecy stone. I love this stone. It's a very powerful stone. It is also considered, it's considered to be a rare stone. For those of you interested in stones and crystals and you'd like to know more about it, I'll pop a link in the description box below for you. This stone for me really does wash a sense of calmness over me, while at the same time it really grounds my energy. I feel that cord pulling me into the center of the earth, and at the same time opens up the channel for clear messages to be to come through. It really connects me with my high frequencies and opens up the third eye. It's a very interesting type of a connection I share with this stone. But yeah, so if you're interested in knowing more about it and its qualities, I'll put that link in the description box below for you. So Sagittarius, let's have a look and see. What could you potentially be experiencing in the week ahead? What message do we have for the Saggies out there? And who am I connecting with? How can I be of service to Sagittarius? You know what song I'm singing? And I won't sing it because I have a horrid voice. Come on baby, light my fire. That song, does everyone know what I'm talking about? Come on baby, light my fire. Who's lighting your fire? I won't take those because they too flipped out, and they were anger and self-love. You are holding on to anger that no longer serves you. Self-love, when you love yourself, you'll attract love into your life. Okay. I stay, do I go? Am I in or am I out? Resentment builds, but if I stay, I'm not honoring myself. That's a type of energy that those cards and that I was getting for that. But the card that really fell out for you is focus. Put all your energy on what you want so it can grow. Scattered Sagittarius, is that what we're feeling? Okay, so based on the cards that fell out and on this particular message here, the most important message I would say is some things feel so good, but when you're not speaking in the same language as someone else, whether it be at work, whether it be with your family or your friends, or even in an intimate relationship, and they don't quite get it, it's because they're not on the same vibration as you at the time. They're not perceiving information the way you're perceiving it. They're not seeing things through the same lens, and so that resentment and anger starts to build. The thing is that there may be other areas of connection that you do see through the same lens with. But it's when you weigh things up, Sagittarius, is it really causing you to compromise your own values and standards and the outcomes you want to achieve in your life? Can you see that it's going to be a path of a lot of resistance when it comes to pursuing your future with this energy or this person or this job or this group of friends or within a community? Do you feel that you don't belong there, that they don't get you? And the more you try and increase your value or your perspective in their eyes, the least you belong to yourself. So right now I feel that there is this anger and there is this frustration, and it comes down to the fact that you have a lack of that sense of belonging to yourself and belonging to a community or a friendship or a relationship, whichever way it works for you. As long as you know that you can belong to yourself always, then you always have the direction. It always helps you recenter and refocus your attention, right? But when you feel that you don't even belong to yourself anymore, that's when we start to feel loneliness. That's when we start to have that lack of connection with anything and anyone. Our passion starts to diminish. So Sagittarius, if this is something you're experiencing right now, I feel that Spirit is trying to tell you, focus, put all your energy on what you want so it can grow. And if self-love would definitely be the way to go. And part of exercising self-love is making those decisions that bring us closer to our own our own sense of accomplishment and our own sense of achievement and our own sense of worth. And it's about when we can feel those things, then we feel that we belong to ourselves. No one can take that away. And it becomes so much easier for us to focus our energy on what needs to be grown so that we can continue to stand by belonging to ourselves. If all else fails, at least we know we belong to ourselves. So that's a type of message that I'm getting for you, and it's very deep. And the more I sit in that energy, the more I peel back layers and layers and layers for you. So if you start to explore that concept, Sagittarius, I feel that you will have so many aha moments and they may not be aha moments that are totally inspiring. They may be moments where you feel disappointed because you realize that there are people you're going to have to leave behind, or there is a risk you're going to have to take when it comes to work and career so you can pursue your passion and what matters to you, that you have to speak up about something that is so unbelievably important to your purpose that you're going to get the critics in the room that are not going to agree, but you will still show up in that arena for that fight because that's what you do. You belong to yourself and you belong to those values and you belong to that goal that you want to achieve. And so with that disappointment might come that sense of anger as well at the lack of realization. You know how we beat ourselves up over things? At the lack of realization? Yeah. Earlier on, that's a type of energy that I'm feeling you might be experiencing in the week to come. So Spirit wants you to know, above all, just make sure that you put all your energy on what it is that you want to grow, not the problem. Not analyzing the problem, not sitting in the frequency of the problem, of the challenge. Put yourself in the frequency of the solution. I feel, Sagittarius, that's something that you need to watch out for. The red flags this upcoming week is really withdrawing your energy to protect yourself and feel that in order for you to experience happiness, you need to cut yourself off. This is probably not the way to go at the moment. Something may have happened that has really triggered you, that has really shaken you up. There may have been a conversation or whatever that might be, and it's really shaken you up, and all you really want to do is there is this weariness about you. Oh, here we are again. I've been here before. I felt this before. Different situation, but it takes me back to this same feeling. And what you might want to do is withdraw and analyze and think, and try and protect whatever happiness you are feeling and not want to share it. This is probably not going to put you in the mindset of that growth, of the solution, put you into that frequency. So instead, what it'll do, it'll cause you to hibernate. It'll cause you to overthink. It'll cause you to go into your feelings. But Spirit is saying there is opportunity for you to grow this week. There is opportunity for you to shift really quickly out of a challenging situation, rather than repeating a cycle where you feel disappointed, you withdraw all your energy, you go into your feelings, you shut people out, you don't actually make any progress in that week. You just kind of tend to your wounds, and then you go back to what you usually would go back to, which doesn't bring you that emotional fulfillment, and you find yourself revisiting this situation further on down the track where there's a different scenario, but you end up feeling the same way. Okay, so that's a kind of energy that I'm getting from that. So what energy does Sagittarius need to embrace this week to focus, to make sure they don't put themselves go into that cave, let's call it, that protective shell? Oh, honey, you know what? There is an opportunity here for a brand new beginning, and that's what Spirit wants you to embrace, and that's what Spirit wants you to focus. Instead of focusing your intentions on the feeling of lack, they want you to focus your intentions on what it is that you want to grow. They want you to plan, they want you to analyze. Okay, they want you to detach from that. I'm seeing a lot of water. So you've got a lot of water in your energy, and we want to add a little bit of earth to that to soak up that water. And once we add earth to that water, once we add water to the earth, what happens is the seeds will be nourished and they will grow. And that's what this is about. So I want you to literally do some quantum healing and think about this and visualize it. Visualize that when you feel that you want to retreat, it's because you're in your feelings, you're in a lot of water. And then I want you to visualize grounding yourself. Go outside, go into the nature, plant your feet in the soil, and imagine it that it is soaking up all that water, and what it's doing is you're focusing your energy and your attention on the growth of that goal that you want to achieve, or that feeling you want to achieve. So then it will allow you to put a plan in place, detach from the emotion, plan and execute one day at a time, one step at a time, right? So that's what this is about, Sagittarius. So this is absolutely beautiful. And like I said, this could have to do with a relationship. You might be thinking about throwing the towel in. You might be realizing that, your soul tribe that you thought was your soul tribe, they're actually not getting you. You're not getting them. There is miscommunication. There is a lack of connection. With your intimate partner, you may feel that the direction that they're going in doesn't inspire you to want to follow down that path. And when you talk about things, you don't see eye to eye. You're just not on the same wavelength. It doesn't mean you can't turn it around. It just means that focusing your attention on the outcome you want to achieve will steer you away from feeling that there's something wrong with you, that you don't, that something needs to change, that you don't belong, that you're not understood. And it puts you in the frequency of movement and creation and opportunity. So true to the Sagittarian spirit. So yeah, if this message resonates, guys, and you'd like to explore this deeper, specific to your situation at hand and how you can really embrace this, feel free to reach out for a personal reading. I'd love to do one for you. My contact details are in the description box below. And of course, leave a comment. I love reading your comments. Try a new response in a stuck situation. Short and sweet, Sagittarius. Try a new response in a stuck situation. You've reached an impasse. If this has got to do with a relationship, you both are not seeing eye to eye right now. There is a specific topic here that you are not willing to budge on, and neither are they. And to what will prevail here? Are you on the same page? Do you want the same outcome? And if you both want that same outcome, is it the approach that matters? Because to get to an outcome, we mustn't forget the journey that we need to follow to get there, the day-to-day stuff. And is it that the day-to-day stuff doesn't align and make you happy? Because that's a major thing. There's no way we can reach a potential without growing and expanding on the journey and being happy in the moment. Because as we go towards that goal, as we grow, as we experience the day-to-day, and there are challenges in our lives every single effing day. We're faced with challenges. So if we can't be joyous with those closest to us, and we can't find the happiness in the little things, that end result, it won't come around. We can't physically bring it into fruition without going through the journey to it. We can't go over it. We can't bypass it. And that's what this is about. That's the realization. So try a new response in a stuck situation rather than focusing on the outcome when it comes to this particular situation, and focusing on what's going wrong and what's not working and the impasse that you've reached with this situation. Focus on the journey. Talk about the journey. Talk about the day-to-day, and then the solution will come. You will start to reassess and reset yourself as to what is going to bring you the best type of outcome. So this week, Sagittarius, it's all about the now. It's all about enjoying the now, rather than holding on to what could potentially be, and taking the steps to embrace the new with focus and passion. All right, guys, I hope you have a fantastic week. Drop a comment below. Let me know what, if the message resonates. Let me know what your story is. I love connecting with you guys in that way. I'll see you for your next lot of readings. Bye, Saggy.